Hey y'all. Hello. Hey everybody. Can't never get this to how y'all doing? So I hope everyone is well. I'm doing okay. Ooh, my face glistening. um so I just had wanted to I'm probably gonna do a couple more videos like I did earlier because let me put it this way because I think my light might be a little too bright. Okay. Yeah, that backlight. So if I do this, I'm sitting in the way of the light. Maybe it won't mess up my video because we all know that I probably won't edit. And I'll be having some dope ass ideas. Like I'll be wanting to insert music in certain places and stuff. Like, but then at the end of the day, I'll be like, yeah, because then I gotta put it in another app, and then I gotta get the music, and then I gotta cut it, and I can't get into my freaking laptop. Like, I locked myself out my fucking laptop, and I just don't have the money to take it nowhere to get it unlocked, and it just ain't that big. I mean, I want it because but I just took it as the season. My spiritual team was like, nah, you don't need no access to it. So that's just what I've been doing. Hold on. Let me see if I can put you down a little bit. Just let's touch you a little bit so that you're not all blaring in the camera. Okay, I hope that's better because I don't want it to be blurry. Oh, maybe I could just move over a little bit. Is that gonna be better? Is it this way? Yeah. Okay. Anywho, so I was on Facebook. I had jumped on Facebook and I was scrolling, and I saw like it popped up a clip from being Mary Jane when Mary Jane was telling, I don't remember what his name was, but the first one that was introduced, the first guy, the introduction guy that was introduced, not David, the one that was married, right? So it was the clip where like she told him that she couldn't do that no more, that she couldn't mess with him no more, and then it jumped to like him going to the house, and Avery like had the kids in the shower because he was supposed to tell her the kids that they was gonna split up, and then he ended up leaving, and then it went back to like showing him having like him going. I think he went back to Mary Jane's and blah blah blah, and then she told her mom she was messing with a married man and blah blah blah, right? So and then like when she told him that she didn't want to deal with him, and he just like, I blew up my life for you and blah blah blah, and she just like, well, I've been trying to stop seeing you, all that, right? So I was like, okay. Now, first side note, I love me some Gabrielle Union. Not like I know her personally, but she's so dope to me. I've always loved her body of work, and like, yeah, I used to. I just have loved her body of work, and like for me, because I said I don't know her personally, and even through her book, she said that she was a certain way, but like for me, she's always been beautiful. And that fucking smile of hers, always a killer. Um, yeah, so I've always, supported her work. Her and like being Mary Jane was like, of course, one of my favorite shows. I saw so much of me in so many episodes. And I didn't really follow a lot for her personal life. Like I don't really follow a lot of the celebrities' personal lives for real. It ain't none of my business. I don't like whatever. But I do follow like some stuff that she will share. But I loved her book. I read the first one. We're gonna need some more wine, and I never got a chance to read the second one, but I still want to. It's still on my list of books to get. And the first book was like really informational to me, and it really gave me a peek into her, and then it really solidified some things for me. Um, so yeah, and it gave a peek into who she was. Like she shared with the world who she is if you wanted to take a peek, and I thought that was cool. um And um, what else? And then, she got married and she had a baby. And then her and I supported her and her husband, Dwayne Wade's journey with Zaya. I always appreciated and loved the fact that he stood by his daughter. Like, the pushback that he got from everybody, like this black man. And I know, like, our community, like, I don't, like, I don't know him either, but like, I know our community and I know how close-minded we could be, and I know we're the church and just how things have, like, I get that. And the fact that, like, then him being a basketball player and just like all of that. So like, yeah, just different things. So I just like think they're dope personally. Um, yeah. But I was, so I wanted to actually talk about the clip. I went off on the sidebar, but I actually had wanted to talk about the Mary Jane clip. Because like when I watched it, I definitely like, and it's like kind of cool. Like, let me not say that yet, but like I was like, wow. Like when I first watched Being Mary Jane, I was like, wow. Um, this is really interesting and it's deep. And I saw myself in so many other relationships because I understood how she felt. Like, I love him too, and nigga, you was untruthful to me, and I fell in love with you, and then I found out that you were married, and now I just got to go through this process and figure it out until I can detach. And so that was real. Like, that was a real situation. And for me, it was always interesting how like people be acting like, especially women, like they be acting like they don't have these situations. Like, maybe they don't. I don't know. I only know my life. Like, and then like being surrounded by women at one point and just seeing, like, I mean, I'm a woman. So I see what's around me. I'm talking to people, and I'm just, and then when I hear so much judgment and stuff, it just be like, how? Like, and I'll just be like, most people just want to hide their shit. I ain't gotta hide nothing. Like, it is what it is until it ain't. Shit. Um, but like all of her relationship dynamics was pretty interesting to me, and they all hit home a little bit. And it was like, okay, like I could see some of me in relationships in like throughout all of my relationships to some capacity. And I could feel like the frustration, the hurt, the tiredness, the back and forth, the wanting, the confusion, the like all of that. And even when her and the friend went to have the conversation with Avery, and when she was just like, she ain't had nothing to say to Mary Jane, or Mary Jane ain't have nothing to tell her about her husband. And Kara was like, actually, you she probably the best one to tell you. I thought that shit was so real. Like, that was one of the most realest moments for real from TV for me as a woman. Like, that's unfortunate that you so upset. Like, you say that you, and I get it because I've been there too, but this the one you need to talk to because she got him. Like, he was about to leave you for her. She gave him back to you for real. And so, like, let's not be disrespectful. I know that you feeling some kind of way because you feel like she shouldn't have had him, but that ain't really got nothing to do with her. She did. And so, like, she trying to help do right. And you don't have to listen, but you might want to if you want this to work like you saying you do. And I just thought that was, like, for real. Like, oh. And that was funny to me because, like, yeah, like, I don't know what's gonna happen with y'all after this, after y'all figure it out or whatever. But like in this moment, this is what I can offer you. And I know you feel like I blew up your spot, and maybe I did, because maybe you feel like I should have not dealt with him afterwards. But like, I love him too, so I try to consider your feelings, but I love him too, and that's a real thing that like people act like don't exist, and I'm for real about that. Like, I love him too. Um, I've had a couple guys that I've dealt with, loved, that went off and got married. And then they come fucking sniffing back around here, and it's like, all right, I have this attachment to you now too. Like, and even though I'm hurt, even though I'm hurt and I'm upset that like you chose somebody else, like you decided to go that route, and then your ass coming back over this way, like now I can fuck with you. Like you chose to commit to this person and build with this person. Like you allow us to get to a certain space and then went and committed to somebody. And then like in the timing, it was just like it was just like, nigga, did you know that you was gonna leave me and go have a baby, like have some babies and get married? Like, because I didn't expect that. I knew we was living life, and I just assumed that it just wasn't our time yet. That I just knew we was gonna always end up coming back like together. I just didn't feel like it was our time, and then I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for what you was ready for, and so when you went and did it, I kind of had to be like, okay, like when you went and got what you needed, I had to just swallow that shit, like, okay, and but I still loved you, like nothing changed for me. I still have all of this now, and all of this and all of that, and now I just gotta figure it out, and then like just kind of like playing it and just taking a step back, but like my heart's still there. You still hold a huge piece of my heart, and then you come nosing around like fucking hopping in my inbox or whatever, like tugging at my energy. You know I'm gone whatever, like, hey, cause why not? Like I'm trying to be respectful to your situation, but when you come over here, I ain't necessarily turning it down. Like, I don't know her. I'm not committed to her. That's who you committed to. So I'm gonna tell you now, figure out what you trying to do. Because I probably will. Like, you talking shit to me, like I will probably fuck you if you come over. You like, that's the truth. I definitely will. I ain't got nothing going on. Like, I'm single. I don't have nobody that's expecting nothing from me. And if they are, I don't know about it. So, and I still love you. And you still are who you are to me. Like, so you over here, like, yeah, I probably shouldn't be dealing with you, but you still hold my heart. Like, you still hold a piece of my heart, a big piece. And it's still this attachment. So, until I can figure out what to do with it, like, yes, you still have access, even though I feel like you shouldn't. But you do. And I ain't even about to fight it. So I'm about to tell you where I stand. Um, I will have sex with you. If I was committed, like I wouldn't have sex with you. Like if it was me, if I was in a relationship, if I was in a committed relationship, I wouldn't do this. If like I wouldn't just do that to you. I mean to my person. But I'm not. So like I don't really have the capacity to really be focused on your person. Like that's your job. I don't know them. It's not my job, and I got my own emotions, and I got my own relationship with you. So what I am gonna tell you is to like know what you're doing, know how you really feel, um, and that's it. Like not even really know how you really feel, but know what you want to do. Know what you want to do. Like take stock of what you have to lose and decide what you want to do with that. And know that like I will. So don't come around me like, hey. And that's kind of like with the one. And then the other one, it was just like, so you over here like, wait, courting me and shit. I'm in your bed, I'm in your house, like we doing all this, and then like you just all of a sudden tell me one day that you about to get married. Like, where she come from? Who she? And not like that, but like, what? We talk about everything for real. I thought we did, and like, okay, so what is this? Like, what's happening? What? Why are we here? Like, yes, I'm here, but like, you pursued me right now, and why? And you got that going on, like, okay. And then so now I got all of this going on. When you could have just stayed your ass in this position that you was at as somebody I was cool with, that I cared about, and then I allowed you in this space because I assumed that there was room for growth, like we could move into something else. And um yeah, so whatever reason you did, whatever reason this happened for you, whatever you going through, now I'm in a space. And now I gotta fucking ride this shit out until I can just release it. And that was unfair to me because you talking about you in marriage counseling. So when the fuck did you decide you was going to get married? And like, what I'm supposed to do with that now? Oh. And then I'm listening to you and it's like all this stuff. And so that hurt me, but it was just like, okay, like, and then you get married and all of this and whatever. And then like months later you calling and like you in my bed. And like I've slept with many men, and I mean that, like, well, I've had sex with enough men, mostly in my teens and early 20s. Like by the time I hit probably my mid to late 20s, I was like, I wasn't. But like, but I would sleep with a man. Like we could sleep in a damn bed together. We can be like, that's not a thing to me. So like, you over here, you sleeping in my bed, and now you touching and starting shit. Like, and I don't got nothing to lose. I don't have nothing to lose. So what we doing? But I'm not. Then I'm just like fighting with myself, and I'm like, I'm not having sex with you because what the fuck? Like, who do you think I am? Like, nigga, you had me, and then you went and did something else. So what's happening? Like, what you trying to do? You trying to make me feel like I'm in second place, or like I'm like, what is your game? What are you trying to achieve here? Or are you just as confused? Like, I don't know, but I'm gonna ride this out until I'm done with it, because I'm mad and you hurt me. Nigga, you hurt me. Like, and I feel like it was a setup, and I don't even know why. Because why? Like, it don't make sense of why it would be a setup. Except like you didn't feel like I was good enough. Like I had like whatever else I had, you didn't feel like I was financially good enough. Like, you looking at my finances, you looking at my lifestyle or something, and you like, okay, like I'm gonna choose here because this looks more presentable, and she got this family, she got this money, or she got this potential, she want to do this, she got a plan, like whatever it was that you was lining up and you was comparing me and trying to line up. But I don't compare myself to nobody. For like, nigga, I'm me, and that's a fucking more than enough. So I ain't gotta fucking convince you of why or who, or you made a decision, you made a choice, and now I gotta just sit in my shit and figure out my choices. But I just feel like it was unfair. Cause I wouldn't do that to you. Like, I wouldn't do that. Like, y'all niggas is fucking considerate for real. And now I thought y'all was like these people. Like, I had y'all up here in such high esteem and had these connections and attachments to y'all, and realized like, did you even really like me for real? Like, I thought you did. I thought you liked me. I thought you cared about me. I thought you had as much love for me that I had for you. And now I gotta sit here and I'm like, Because I know how I'm viewing this. And like outside of like whatever emotional stuff that I'm dealing with and like all of this. And it was kind of like, it wasn't, it was there, but it also wasn't like prevalent. Like, I mean, it was there. The hurt was there. The rejection was there. The anger was there. The confusion was there. The disappointment was there. Like, all of that was there. And I still also, you still was this person to me. I still had this view of like who you were, who we were, what this connection was like. And then now you back over here and we talking like whatever we doing, communicating, and like we still supposed to be this, and that's cool. We can do that. I can, because I don't have like, it's not a title. Like, you are who you are to me because you are who you are. And like, I might need some space if you hurt me, like, and then I'll figure out if you can come back in. But like, everything was so sudden. I didn't have like a chance to really break away. Like, it was just unfair. It was just unfair. And then, but given enough time, like, you was over here in my bed enough times trying, and then it was kind of like, I'm not gonna do it. Like, yeah, we can kiss and touch, and you can give me some head if you want to, because it's been a while. Like, it's not easy for me to connect to people. Like, I see people making connections with the opposite sex like all the time, and the connections that I have are the connections that I have, and oftentimes they are non-intimate connections. They are connections where it's more like in the friend zone, or you just cool, or whatever. Like, impact, like, for men to get into my like space, my heart, especially the older I got, that's rare. Like, probably in my teens and 20s, in my early 20s, like probably up to my mid 20s, that shit was a lot easier. But by the time, by the time I probably hit like 20, 27, 28, nah, it was, what we doing? And then like, it was just, I was just in a different space. I had elevated to a different level, right? So like, it ain't too many on my frequency. It ain't too many that catch my attention. It ain't too many. So if you in my space, like, yeah, I probably do hold on you to a little more, but like, you special to me. And that's what I'm running off of, because you are special to me. And I just assume that I'm special to you because you spending time with me, and we talk, like, we exchanging all this energy. And like, I don't exchange energy with people that I don't fuck with. Like, I don't have, what the fuck, that is a waste. Like, I don't exchange this type of energy with people that's not special to me. I don't exchange energy with, if I don't care about you, if I don't have love for you. Like, I'm not letting you in my space like that if like we enemies or something, or we don't like, what the fuck is the point of that? I don't care about being alone. I would be by my fucking self. Like, so like, I'm not ever thinking that you don't like me, or that you like purposefully hurt me, or whatever. Like, it was intentional. But then at the same time, like, you made some decisions. Like, you made some decisions. And now I'm over here like trying to get out of it. And because you are special to me, I'm still allowing you access until like I can firmly move you from here to here, because like, you didn't really give me enough time to do this. Like, I looked up and you were in your situation, and I was like, whoa, okay, well, congratulations. Like, I'm going to be happy for you because you seem happy. And whether I'm with you or not, like, I love you, I care about you, you special to me, so I want you to be happy, and you look like you happy. Even if I'm not, like, even if I am hurting and gotta figure this shit out, like, and then I figure it out, or I try to, get some distance, finally get some clarity, like, oh, okay. And then here your ass come nosing around, like, you don't want me to let you go. And then here go the attachment formed again. Like, why you don't want me to let you go when you got some shit going on? Like, that's so unfair. And I still love you. Like, and I don't even understand this no more. Cause at this point, we ain't even seen each other in forever. So why can't I let you go? I don't even like, I don't even understand. This shit can't be healthy. So what's happening? Like, and like I gotta ride it out again until I can't. So that be the shit about attachments, and that's why I be really careful of who I let into my space, because people do not be right. People don't be right. They just be feeling like they don't be right, and it is what it is. Like, that shit be hurting. Like, did you consider me? Did you consider my feelings? And you don't have to, but did you? Did you consider my feelings? Oh, okay. Are you considering my feelings now? Like, oh, so you just gonna take what you can. And that's what everybody do, and it's fine because I'm giving it to you. Like, I ain't even no victim. I'm giving my time and energy to you because you are who you are until you ain't. Then when you ain't, your ass can stay right over there, and we can just do this. We can talk and we can whatever, and like saying what y'all gotta figure out how to get up from under your ass, because this shit is strong, real strong. And like, whenever I'm over here, like, no matter how many years pass or something, like, and I think I'm cool, like, all it take you be, and I'm like, why? What do you want? Like, and you done even got me all riled up sexually, and nigga, you ain't came over here. And then it was like, oh, okay, like, you might have just been in a space in your life where you like really wasn't gonna cheat on your wife. Maybe your self-esteem was a little down. Like, maybe you just needed to be reminded that you were wanted, but you needed it in the space to where you couldn't where you wouldn't really actually physically do anything, but you was going through some different emotions. Like, maybe you still needed to feel like you was the shit to somebody, and you the shit to me. You the shit to me. And whatever this is doing for you, like, this is giving me something. Like, I'm getting something too. I'm not like, I am indulging because I'm receiving something too, because I am alone in this season. I've been alone for a very long time because I haven't been connecting with anybody. And like, that's just what it is. And I want to be held, and I want to I want some intimacy and stuff too. And I don't have that available to me at this point, cuz it's not I don't have the luxury of just going out and grabbing somebody and do it. That's not how I work. That's not my that's not what how I've been created at this point. Like, so like my aura, my energy, my space has always been sacred. And I, even whether I knew it or not, like, but now I'm at a space where it is, and it's okay. And y'all fucking was just snuck up under because y'all was already attached to y'all before I got here. Like, I already had feelings with y'all before I got here. So now I got to deal with this shit. And then, like, I finally didn't. I finally, to some capacity, was like, it took long enough. It took long enough, but it was finally like, you are not, like, no, you can't come in my bed. And you coming over here, like, the shit you put me through, or I allowed, not that you put me through, because I'm not a victim. Like, the shit that I went through here, the way you move, like, I don't even know if I like you for real, but you are still who you are. Like, you such and such. Like, I care about you. So if you need some, oh, you calling and asking, can you come over, or you need some company, or you need, like, that's fine. You can come. And then it's like, but you talking shit. Like, go home. Like, get out. I just got, sometimes I felt like, why did you want to come over? Like, you talking shit about my spiritual practices and whatever. Like I hear the little comments you make. I don't care. Cause you got an issue with it. Why you feeling so strong about my shit? Like I ain't asked you to do it. I don't mess with that sage and shit. But you coming over here when your ass need to feel grounded, when you stressed out and can't sleep, and you and your shit. Like you come over here and you fucking go to sleep and you sleep like a baby, or you like and saying even unkind like dang, I feel so like I sleep pretty well over here. I feel like really clear headed and blah blah blah. Yeah, nigga, that's that sage. Or like that's because my space is clear. That same shit that you talking shit about because you want to be all up in the church. And that's fine, like do what you do, but don't bring that shit over here. You talking shit, but you still steady bringing your ass over here. And I'm gonna let you because I ain't got nothing to do. I'm gonna let you till I don't. Like you can come over a couple times. You can go ahead and go and go. You can sleep in the bed. I'll sleep on the couch. I don't want nobody sleeping on my couch. Like sleep in the bed. I ain't sleeping with you. But you can go in there. Like I just had to figure shit out. I had to work through shit until I didn't because like it just was what it was. It was what it was. Like you approached me and whatever happened, however that first connection was, and then you told me that you had a breakup and you was still in love, and well, you have gone through a breakup recently, and I could tell whether you said it or not. Like I'm like, okay, you still in love with her, whatever that means, whatever your process got to be, you still in love with her. I'm listening to what you saying about what happened and how you feel, and I'm also you hurt, and you still in love, and that's fine. Like I don't have nothing to say about that situation. All I can do is I don't got nothing to say about no other woman. All I'm hearing is your side. I don't know her side. I don't know her. So like you're not about to get me to take your side completely. Like I'm learning you, or I know you and I care about you, and this is what I know of who you are because being in my space. Like this is how I see you. So that's all I can go for with. But like I don't know that. I ain't got nothing to say about that. I can give you advice based off of what you told me. And that's it. But I ain't about to be dogging and dissing another woman. Like even with you, like you coming over here and you in my inbox and you married and you we talking shit and whatever, and I'm just like, hey, I ain't gonna if you ever do something to where like your wife is suspicious of me and call, like I'ma tell. I'm not gonna call or do nothing, but like I ain't lying to no woman either. I live in the hood. Like I didn't grew up in the hood. I got too many female friends. Like I know too many women. And I'm a woman. I know how that shit is. You know that nigga doing something. They in your fucking face lying, like making you feel like you crazy. I done seen women fucking what's her name? Angela from Tyler Perry's TV from the Why Did I Get Married or whatever. Like I've seen women doing that, checking mileage or following you or like all that art. Like I don't that kind of energy. I ain't about to do it. Why I'm about to do that? I ain't. You ain't about to bring that to me, and I'm not about to put it on another woman. Not like that. Like yeah, I might be sleeping with your man. I might be having a relationship with him. Well, I ain't gonna say your, but this man. Like we might be sharing him in different capacities because no matter what nobody throw at me, I ain't no fucking side chick. I don't even know what that mean. Like, what is a side chick? Like, I got a relationship with him just like you got a relationship with him. Like, and whatever he told you or promised you or whatever he doing, like, that's fine. But essentially, to some capacity, I understand what I'm getting myself into. Even if I don't know the full picture, like, I can see enough. Like, I appreciate you for that. Like, whatever I can see, I'm like, okay. So like if she can see some shit and it lead her to me to where she get in touch with me, then all she gotta do if she asks, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna tell her. So that was like kind of like where I was at. Like I don't have to. I'm not your friend. I'm not committed to you, and I'm not going to like not fuck with him because of you, because I didn't make a commitment to you. I don't know you. And like, I'm gonna tell you, like, am I worth you losing your family over? Like, you gotta make these decisions because I am going to, like, I love you. I care about you. I'm attracted to you. And I'm horny. And I'm a little feeling alone. And I want you. And like, I thought we was supposed to be together. And you went over here and did this. And like, I ain't even figured out how I feel about, I mean, I know you asked me, was I ready? You asked me that I want kids, and I knew I wasn't ready. I was not ready. I was not ready. Like, the experience with my daughter knocked my ass on my feet because I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for that nigga to be a deadbeat, like, to like play go, like, I wasn't ready to go through it by my, I didn't know that that's what I was getting myself into. And then I did. Like, and it's what happened. And like, I ain't ready. I am not ready. And I'm looking at, like, I ain't ready. Be asking me about bait, like, I ain't ready. So when you have one, like, you wanted to be a dad, and I wanted that for you. Like, I was around many men that wanted to be dads and thought they couldn't or whatever, and it was like, yeah, I ain't ready. So you did it, and okay, that's cool. Like, I understand. And like, also, like, I understand. And it still hurt because like, I didn't know that that was going to be the last time. That's a song, ain't it? Is that one of my division songs? I didn't know the last time would be the last time. I don't know. So like, relationships and like intimate relationships and stuff, it's different. And I know that like, people don't understand. I look at relationships different. Like, first of all, um my introduction and stuff to relationships and in any capacity, when I think back at my childhood and just like me growing up and all of that, um like, for me, I have learned relationships through friendships because those have been, for me, my most solid relationships at the different seasons and times in my life, whatever those look like, for whatever those were to me. My friendships taught me relationships. They taught me love. They taught me sacrifice. They taught me boundaries. They taught me um, how to give. They taught me how to say no. They taught, like, my friendships were the catalyst for everything, and I value my friendships over any other relationships. That's why I didn't really I was never really pressed about having a man or a husband. Or, I mean, at one point, especially when I was in the church, and it was like the thing, like, growing up in the church the way that I did, at some point there was a message, I feel like, that resonated, like, women weren't anything unless they had a husband, right? Like, that was supposed to be our goal, to go out and date to find a husband. And then at some point when I started getting away from that shit, like, especially after I started really studying and just going into my own journey, and even dealing with men, and like seeing how like I was like really desperate, like, okay, we need a title, we need this, I need to be your wife, I want to get married, you gonna be my husband, you gonna be my husband, like, all that shit that came from that, it took a minute, but until I got it, like, hey, I don't gotta do all that, because that give away way too much power. Like, that give away way too much of my power. Because now I'm willing to accept all kind of shit just because you have the possibility of being my husband, or like, I don't even really get to know you. I'm trying to fit you into this role of husband, so I'm letting a lot of shit slide because I think I got to get married, because I got to, in order to do what, like, be somebody, because it ain't like I got to get married to fuck. Like, I'm doing that. Sometimes I wasn't, like, I felt bad about it because they told me to feel bad about it, but why? Because they doing it. Like, how you gonna be preaching to me to feel bad about it, and y'all doing all kind of shit, and even if y'all ain't, like, y'all are. So when I figured out, like, no, I don't have to. And it was crazy because like I figured out as a teenager, as a fucking 15-year-old, no, 16. Yeah, 15-year-old, like when I had the one boyfriend and everybody was like, oh, you know, if you got a boyfriend, you got to have sex with him. You're supposed to have sex with your boyfriend. I was like, I didn't want to have sex with him, but I did because I thought I was supposed to as a girlfriend. And after that, I was like, oh no, fuck that. I'm not having sex with nobody just because they my boy. Like I don't have to. You don't have to be my boyfriend for me to have sex with you. I can just have sex with you because that was way too much. Like now I felt obligated and I felt like I got to stay. Like no. And then my ass went back to church. And I got pregnant and I went back to church trying to figure out who God was and what was going on because like what the fuck is this? All this shit that you put me through and like now they telling me that you taking my baby too. Like what the fuck kind of beef we got? What's going on? Like I need to get to know you because clearly I'm missing something. Like that's how I felt. Like I went back to church to find God, to figure God out, to have a conversation, to try to get some answers, to like on a mission, I guess, and full of a lot of emotions and a lot of emotions, and I ain't really know what to do, cause the kind of church that I came from, like, man, them niggas fucked me up. Them niggas fucked me up. Like until I was able to climb out of that shit, and I made I just did some shit until I didn't. Thankfully, I was still in my 20s when I figured out like, nigga, I don't have to do that. But it took me backwards. Like I went to the church and went backwards when it came to relationships. Like then that's when I got like all desperate, like I gotta have a husband or I gotta no the fuck I don't. Like I don't have to. Why? No, I don't gotta do that. It took me a minute to climb back out of that shit though. Like, ugh. Ugh. But yeah, my relationships, like the way that I view relationships came from friendships, and to me those were the healthiest. Like that's how it was supposed to be. Like we over here being taught to chase niggas, all the conversation, all these fucking relationship podcasts and relationship conversation, like all us centered around fucking intimate relationships. Like, do you know how to be a fucking friend? How many people I done met that don't have friends of the opposite sex or don't know how to be a friend, or like all this possessiveness and control, like so they can't be friends because they had sex? Like, yeah, I had sex with that nigga. Like, he didn't know you, so what? And I didn't. And even if he did, like, yes, we had sex, and yes, we still cool. Okay, like all that other shit, like you can't be friends with somebody you had sex with. Who the fuck said that? Why can't you? Why can't you? Like the fucking thinking in this bitch be fucked up. Like, why can't you? Oh, you can't have no girl. You can't have no female. My man can't have no female friends. Who the fuck are you? Like his slave owner? What type of shit is this? Like, why can't they? Why can they not have a female friend? Oh, cause you think he gonna fuck her? Well then you so, and if he do, like, what that mean? But so what? Like now what? Like what is the purpose? What's the conversation? Like what is the thinking? And why you with somebody that you think gonna fuck your friend if it's not something that you approve of? Then like you want him to fuck your friend? Because why you with somebody that you think is gonna fuck your friend? Like you just putting that energy out there. Like I'm with a nigga that's willing to fuck my friend. What? Why you with him then? And that was the other thing about like doing relationships the way like with that shit, that energy from the church shit, like because now you willing to like now because you feel like you have to have a man to do anything or be anything, you gotta have a husband or a man, like so now you willing to fucking accept anything just to have a man, just to say you married, just to have a husband, like, and then you willing to just like make him fit in these boxes and these squares and whatever when that shit ain't even, it don't fit, it don't work. but but now you got a man, like, and you could feel comfortable laying up or whatever your shit is, whatever, like I feel validated, and that's fine. It's nothing. If everybody need what they need and do what they do, like there's no judgment. But like that energy, that shit, ugh, I don't want it. I don't want it. I do not want it. Like I don't gotta. I don't. You don't have to be my boyfriend. I don't have to marry you. I don't have to be committed to you. I don't have to be tied to you. And yes, I enjoy you, and I want to talk to you, and I enjoy spending time with you. And I would love if we went out. Like I would love if you took me out. But clearly you don't want to do it, and that's fine because I still enjoy you, like as a person. It's not attached to that. So like if you don't want, if I'm not gonna get that from you, that's fine. I'll get that shit when it come. Like if it come in the package that I want it, I'll take it then. So for me, I just deal with people in relationships how I deal with them. Like I come to you and I'm like, hey, I'm attracted to you, and like I want to have sex with you. And I had been telling you that I would like us to go out and maybe we could go for tea because I don't drink coffee, or we can go for smoothies, or we can go for a drink. Like I just want to spend some time. I want to get to know you. Like I mean, I know I'm getting to know you already, but like I want to go out. I want to spend some one-on-one time with you because like right now, this is how we getting to know each other. We writing online. I see you here. We doing like and I'm attracted to you. And like we flirting and we talking shit, and this feel like is this to me. So like, what's up? And I hear all these rumors, but you ain't said nothing. Like I hear you got a girlfriend, I hear you got a wife, but I'm looking at you and I'm like, I don't really know what's going on. Yeah, I see you with somebody, but I don't know if that shit is a business agreement. I don't know, like, if you ain't saying nothing, I ain't saying nothing. And then it was just like, all right. And you kept saying, like, okay, we was going to do it. Then it never happened. And then I was like, that's fine. And I approached you and it's like, okay, I want to have sex with you. Like, I ain't had sex in a long time. And I'm ready to have sex. And I want to have sex with you. So, what's up? And it's like, oh, you ain't got no, you wait. I ain't even asked you if you had a woman, but I guess it don't matter because I already made up my mind that I want it. Like I want you. Like so, and you like depends on the day. That's fine. Just make sure the day ain't the same day that I got. Like it ain't the same day that I want you. I don't know what that means. Like that's a new one to me. I ain't never heard that before. That's new. So if that sound like you got some kind of arrangement or agreement or something, that's fine. Just make sure it ain't on the day that we gonna be together or whatever. Like, kind of just make sure it just don't cross. Like, I don't want no drama. I done told you, no drama, no babies, no STDs, and we gonna rock out. And that was kind of, like you are who you still who you are, and even when it stopped, like you still who you are to me. So like I don't maneuver relationships as a lot of people that I'm surrounded. Like a lot of places I've gone, a lot of like I see I'm different, and that's cool. I'm gonna be different because to me like friendship was the key to me figuring out relationships. And yeah, I probably could need to have a balance, but like also I'm not begging nobody to give me nothing. I asked you what I told you what I would like. I asked you and I asked. And even when it comes to like some moments, like, can you give it to me? Do you want to give it to me? Are you willing to give it to me? And yeah, like, I guess you like, and then for whatever reason, you didn't. Whether you didn't want to, whether you just couldn't, whether whatever, like, whatever your reason was that you couldn't, you didn't do it. And that's what I gotta just chew on that and figure out what I want to do with that. Like, I don't got time to be peeking back here and see what's going on. Like, be transparent with me because I'm gonna be transparent with you. And you ain't asking no questions, so I'm figuring like you don't want to know. Like, you don't want to know. This is what it is to you because you ain't asking nothing, or it just don't matter to you, and that's fine too. Like, I ain't even thought about that. Like, ain't nobody asked me about nothing I had going on. Probably because I talk, like, it's not easy to find out. I'm gonna talk about it. Cause I don't got shit to hide. Like, yeah, I'm on this connection over here, and it's been a while. I've been doing this online shit with this person for a long time, and maybe it's legit, maybe it's not. Like, guess we'll see. Like, in the meantime, well, clearly I got some shit to work out, so I'm gonna sit on this bitch until I work my shit out, and it ain't working for me no more. So, okay. But I don't know. I just see stuff different. And because of that, I often lead a very lonely life. And even in my travels, I've traveled a lot. And my budget, what I can afford, because, you know, it was more important for me to travel and experience. Like, I be needing to get out of here. And even in that, like, having men attracted to me and want me, ain't none of them that I was attracted to either. Like, nah, I don't want that either. I ain't feeling it. Like, it gotta. I don't know how other people monitor their shit, but my shit gotta come. My shit be soul connected. Like, if that ain't, it ain't no soul connection. Ain't no soul connection. But how y'all be looking at, like, how y'all well, I see enough relationship podcasts and shit. I see how y'all in enough comments. I see how y'all look at relationships. Is that working out for y'all? Are y'all actually happy? Are y'all, what is that though? I don't even use the word happy often because I don't even know what that means. What does it mean to be happy? Like, what is happy? I don't know if I ever been happy. I've had happy moments. Maybe I was happy at some point in time. I think I was happy at some points in time when I was younger. Like, I was in my later teens, probably. Definitely not my 20s, but like somewhere in my teens. So it was a fragment of time in there when I was happy. Um, Other time it's just living life. Like, it's life. I have enjoyable moments. I have moments that make my heart smile, moments that make me feel lighter, um, moments that I appreciate. But mostly, like, I just have a lot of gratitude for the things that I have and who I am and what I've been through because I know where I come from. I know, like, even though most people can't fathom it, I know the fucking type of life I lived as a teenager. Like, I know that I mean, as a kid, as a teenager, like, I was living adult. I was already an adult, for real. Just in a kid body. Like, I was an adult. I just was in this fucking, I'm just 6 year old in this time, like, in dimension and space. But for real, like, yeah. So, like, I understood that by the time I got into my this space, my community, like, by the time I got to middle school and high school, I was different. My experiences were different. I was different. People didn't really know how to take me, but I still could fit in with the kids, but I could also fit in with the adults. Like, versatile as hell. Even in high school, I had, like, relationships with the teachers and the students as far as, like, I ain't gonna say friendship, but, like, just, like, I could hold a conversation with the administrators, or the teachers, or whatever, the security. Like, I could hold conversation and talk to whoever because, I'm probably like 30 for real. I don't know how old I was back then. And then maybe it balanced out for a while. But that's enough.